You know, I've been playing Final Fantasy games for as long as I can remember. I played all the main titles, most spin-offs, and all mobile games. Final Fantasy has been a huge part of my life and my childhood. It's just my favorite game series. But there is a reason why I isolate myself from the online community and just in general the Final Fantasy community. From my personal experience and what I see from the FF community is that it consists of a lot of toxic people, too much drama, and plus a lot of people who hate the franchise. So I was scrolling down Twitter when I found something very stupid but funny, and well, I'm here to share it with you guys. So this all started from a simple tweet from someone saying, which do I start first? And showing the two options as Final Fantasy VI or Final Fantasy 13. Again, nothing controversial and nothing dramatic, right?
The invasion of Iraq.
Wrong. Remember, this is the FF community we're talking about here. So the same person writes, glad FF13 won the poll to make people like this mad. Showing someone responded to their original tweet saying 6 is the best in the series, 13 and 10-2 are absolute hot garbage, totally avoid. So you know this person clearly hates two games from the series and are just pretty clear about it. By the way, FF13 is extremely underrated. Square, please give us a remaster. Also, I know FF10 is not everybody's cup of tea, but that game is really not as bad as everyone thinks it is. Trust me. Now you're probably wondering, well Mex, yeah, this guy's a jerk, but this is really nothing too serious, especially to make a video about, right? Say hello to our good old friend Extremo, who pretty much sums up why the FF community has a bad rep, because he goes on to reply to the original post pretty much hating on all, and I mean all, the games and just the series as a whole. So let's take a look at this fans quotation mark take on the series, shall we? And buckle up people, because this gets really, and I mean really stupid. FF1 through 4, okay, especially in 3D remakes. Alright, fair enough. 5, 6, okay, some people say that 6 is the best, but I played it and didn't feel anything special. That's pretty crazy to say because 6 is known to be one of the best Final Fantasy games of the entire franchise, but again, it's someone's opinion so far, you know, nothing too crazy, so we'll let it slide. 7, pretty much over-exaggerated, good but not perfect. You know, FF7 is my favorite game, but again, it's somebody else's opinion, you know, again, nothing too controversial, nothing dramatic, right? Okay, so far, nothing too extreme, you know what I mean? It's just, you know, his opinion, nothing too crazy, but trust me, it gets really fucking crazy as we go down the list. FF7 Rebirth, they took everything that was good in 7 and made it worse but shinier and with more polygons. At this point, this dude really needs to explain himself more specifically, because I don't know what he means by they took everything that was good in FF7 and made it worse. What does that mean, brother? You gotta explain into more further details than that. FF8, edgy, weird with questionable battle system, but still nice, love the summons. 9, best of the series, best villain, best non-edgy protagonist, best as VV Boy. 11 out of 10 from, I'm assuming he meant to say from this point on, but he put from point on this. Anyways, from this point on, series becomes worse and worse. So it's very clear again that he doesn't like edgy characters, I guess, because he has to specify in both FF8 and in FF9 edgy protagonists, but you know, whatever. Then here is where we get really freaking dumb. FF10, R word but pretty. What do you mean, my guy? FF10, regarded one of the most well-written FF games of all time, is R word but pretty. What are you talking about, dude? You have to go into further detail than that. What does that even mean? I don't get it. FF10 even more R word and less pretty, but girl's character something something. So at this point, I have no idea what this dude is even saying. I guess there's girl's character, a girl cast, and that is something, I guess. I don't know what he's trying to say here. FF11 and 14, online slop, although I liked 11 a bit. So you just roasted FF11, but you say, oh, but actually, I did like it quite a bit, but it's still trash. What did you like it or did you not like it? Is it good or is it bad? You gotta make up your mind, man. FF12, last good one with incredible style and diverse characters. My guy, you just said in FF9, from this point on, this series becomes worse and worse. So how is it in FF12? This is the last good one. Which one is it, my guy? Was it from FF9 or 12? You don't make any sense, man. It's like you're second guessing yourself or something. I don't know. What does that mean? You just said in FF9, from this point on, the series becomes worse and worse. But now, oh, actually, FF12 was pretty good. I don't get this dude, man. FF13, R-word, boring, stupid characters, edgy, bad voiceovers, only good because it has girl main character. At this point, my guy, we're starting to see a certain pattern. Why do you have to specify about the female characters? Do you not like female characters? Because why do you keep specifying female characters? You did that in FF10 too, and now you're doing it with FF13. And again, you're going on with this edgy stuff. What is edgy? What's going on? Dude, at this point, do you not like mature storytelling? I think you're confused over edginess versus storytelling or just in general writing, because how are you comparing FF8 to edginess and how are you comparing FF13 to being edgy? I don't understand, man. You have to further explain to this, which spoiler, he does not. This is so stupid, which is basically Cloud with pink hair. There is literally no point in anything that they do, and story sucks ass. Oh my god, so it's pretty clear my guy over here really, and I mean really, hates FF13. And once again, FF13, guys, is extremely underrated. I highly recommend you to play it. I don't know what this guy is talking about. FF13 2, even stupider, all the same shit, but in a wrap of daily quests from WoW and repeat this while we pretend we have a story. Annoying antagonist. And then we have FF15, semi-hack and slash. Holy shit, that was bad. I bought it twice. Regular and Chibi edition, and couldn't finish both.
You what?
So hold on, my guy, let me get this straight. You bought the normal FF15 and you didn't like it, and so you thought, man, I really hate this game, man. It's so stupid, it's so bad, it's so trash. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna buy it again. Like, what are we talking about right now? What are we talking about right now? Why did you buy it 2 times when you didn't like it the first time? Are you stupid? You don't, at this point, you don't have an FF problem, my guy. You have a stupidity problem. Like, what you're doing doesn't make any fucking sense. Why did you buy the same game that you don't like twice? What made you think that the Chibi edition was going to be different from the original edition? What, did you think just because they were going to look a bit cuter, it was going to make a huge difference? Are you stupid, my guy? So boring. Story progression and combat were forgettable characters, and story made out of stupid ass politics nobody interested in. That's crazy to say in the FF franchise, but whatever. I still in awe, yes, he said that the director went with this shit and now pushing it in KH and all other FF series. Man, this guy is something else, guys. And then lastly, FF16, hack and slash solo game, which started a downfall of this company. Fuck that game, and fuck anyone who thought that FF needs to be action hack and slash game. So yeah, that dude is 100% right. At this point, my guy, it's just a skill issue. I'm pretty sure Extremo here plays FF16 like this. Attack button, attack button, attack button, attack button, attack button. Oh, the enemy staggered. Let me unleash all my summon abilities and repeat the same pattern over and over again. Attack button, attack button, attack button, attack button. My guy, you do understand there's actually more to just mashing the attack button and then releasing all your icon abilities. You do know that, right? You do know there's more to that. There's counters, parrying, dodges. There's so much more in FF16's combat, and you're reducing it to just mashing one button and then doing basically super moves. Now, again, if that's how you want to play the game, that's all, good and well. You play the game how you want to play, but don't sit here and claim that that's the only way to play this game, is mash the attack button and then stagger them and then do your icon's ability. My guy, it's just a skill issue at this point. You don't know how to play the game to a different degree, which is fine, because if you want to mash the attack button and do all that stuff, hey, you bought the game, so you play how you want to, but don't sit here and claim that that's the only way to play the game. You just, honestly, man, you just don't know how to play the game. That's it. You see, and this is why I don't associate myself with the FF online community in general, because of people like this. Because funny enough, there's a lot more people like this guy right here that claims to be a fan, but hates most, if not all, of the games from the franchise. How are you gonna call yourself a fan, my guy, and you hate literally 90+% of the entire series? I don't get it, man. This was just something I found on Twitter and thought it would be funny to show it to you guys, and it was, man. This is just something else, man. I love Final Fantasy. Like I said, it's a big part of my childhood and just a big part of me, honestly. And I'm here to tell you, man, this guy is not a Final Fantasy fan, man. I don't care what this dude says. I don't care what anybody says, man. Again, you can criticize, you know, your favorite game series, your childhood, you know, game series, whatever. And you can hate certain games too. Not every game is going to be, you know, your certain taste, but to hate almost everything about the fucking game franchise is insane, man. There's no way this dude is a Final Fantasy fan. Just no way. But anyways, guys, that's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. What do you guys think? Let me know down in the comments below. I gotta get out of here. Hope you have an amazing day. Take care of yourself, and yeah, hope to talk to you guys soon. Peace.